being in this space, when I was younger, they had game rooms where we can go to after school. We right here on these corners. It gave me an escape.
When you got arrested for stealing because you were hungry and no one asked why you stole, if we can refer to each other and think about each other on a human level.
Do what I do every day. I refuse to become another victim. And I refuse to sacrifice our kids.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you got 1 feet in and 1 feet out, you sacrificing the shorties.
What's up, y'all? This is Gerald G, the Mentor.
What's up? This is Steph Harmony.
You are tuned into another episode, You Don't Know What I've Been Through podcast.
Kids go into the streets. They have the right intentions. It's just the right intentions. As a kid, navigating the streets don't always pan out right.
Healing is a journey. Yeah. It's not something like, oh, I'm arrived.
You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I've been through. Nope. You don't know what I've been through.
Listen and we don't
know what you don't know what you don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I've been through. Nah, you don't know what I've been through. Everything that I've been through. So I got my man's here. He my brother from another mother, but a solid guy. You know what I'm saying? Whose strength, resilience, and unwavering spirit are none short of an extraordinary. After spending 29 goddamn calendars behind bars for a crime he did not commit, he walked out that joint and goddamn it, with no bitterness. He wasn't angry. He wasn't mad. He was unbreakable, determined to rebuild and thrive. Where many would have been consumed by anger, he chose purpose, transforming one of life's most devastating injustices into the foundation of an inspiring new chapter. Family, welcome my brother, Adolfo Davis.
What's happening, people?
Welcome.
Yes, sir.
I love the clap, so I had to pause.
Yeah, let him clap.
Yeah, man, big bro. We did this. Actually, we recorded this before, but my goofy ass forgot to press record.
I love the transparency. See,
I forgot to press record
on this podcast.
So
we're transparent, we're authentic. I love it.
Yeah, so
Well, I appreciate it.
Am
I talking loud enough?
Yeah, no, we can hear you great.
You good.
Because a lot of people say I talk low.
I mean, you do, but you know, we got some good acoustics in here, so you all good.
Decent.
You all good. But we can get started. And just want you to just introduce yourself. Who is Adolfo Davis?
Well, I'm still trying to figure that out, honestly. Every day I try to grow into that person. But my name is Adolfo Davis. I was born in Chicago, Illinois, but I was raised in the Illinois Department of Corrections. What I meant by that is that I was arrested at the age of 14. I was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole at the age of 16. And I spent 29 straight years in IDOC. And all thanks to the Most High, I'm here today, able to help the youth not end up like I ended up. So that's why I'm here.
Wow. And 29 years is longer than some people have been alive. So what was it that was that catalyst for you to survive mentally, physically, spiritually through all of that?
Honestly, it was my grandmother. My grandmother was my backbone. She still is. Like, honestly, I don't even think like she's not here. So I just go through my day like I'm gonna see her later on. You know, so one day I was in the Audi home. I was 15 years old. She came to see me, but she was not her normal self. And I felt it. So when she left, I'm able to look out the window and watch her as she wait for the bus. So every time she comes see me, I just go in my room, stand on the table, and watch her get on the bus. And this day she was crying. And I was like, man, I can't put her through this no more. So I tried to hang myself. And the ceiling fell down. The police came in. They called my grandma, and my grandma promised me that, told me to promise her that I would never try it again. So that's why I'm here. Cause to be honest, waking up in that place every day without an out date,
Mm.
and it's hard. So it ain't like I never thought about it again. It's just that my promise to her made me keep going. And she always told me, baby, you coming home. And here I am.
Man, that's powerful as hell. Like, some people don't even survive what you survived for 5 or 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
5 or 10 days.
Yeah, for sure. Cause like a day in there feel like a week.
Mm.
Like that's how
Yeah.
the time is. So imagine 29 years. Shit.
Mm. Mm-mm.
And I did 7 of those years straight in solitary confinement.
Wow.
So
That's crazy.
that's
Man.
another
Oof.
thing that I think back on, like how the hell I get through that. Because being in the cell by yourself for years and years, being out your cell for an hour, in an hour you don't take all the time because the weather might prevent you from going to the yard. So you stuck in the cell 24 hours a day. They give you a shower if they want to. So just sitting there doing nothing drive you crazy.
Mm.
And like I say, if it wasn't for my promise to my grandmother, y'all would never met me. And every day we have young men and women, grown men and grown women that's dealing with these same things. And a lot of them is innocent. And those who not innocent, they do deserve a second chance to come out here and be productive citizens. But the system's set up where they don't educate you.
Mm.
Mm.
If you got 50 years, you on last on the list. Ain't no going to school
Mm.
because it's whoever coming home first get all the rights.
Mm-hmm.
So me having life, I taught myself how to read.
Mm.
I taught myself everything in the GED book. When I was in segregation, I just order books. Somebody send me something, give me a book. I taught myself these things because the institution didn't give it to me because it was, when you're in segregation, they don't educate you.
Mm.
So it's a fight. Every day you got to find something to spark you to keep going. And every day was my grandmother words, you better than that.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
You better than that. You coming home. And I held on to that every day.
Wow.
And I said, every day God wake me up, I got a purpose. So when I said I want to come home, I say, it is what it is. I got out of segregation. I became a teacher's aide that's trying to help younger men and older men get their GED. So when they come home, at least they got their GED.
Mm.
They got a step ahead of the game.
Right.
So I started mentoring kids through mail, through this organization called Precious Blood. And that's how I became a mentor.
Mm.
So I started talking to the kids that come in there. So her words is why I'm still here doing what I'm doing.
Wow. Wow. And I wanna go back a little bit. I do want to focus on some more of the, your time behind bars, but I want to go back to, just childhood, where you from, what was childhood like for you?
Honestly, childhood for me was trying to make sure that my little brother was straight, made sure my grandma was straight. So even at that age, I tried to get it on my own. I started pumping gas. I started shoveling snow, doing anything that I can to get money to eat. And one day, I'm on 55th. I'm from 55th. From around here, 51st, Garfield, Washington Park area, Bronzeville, the low end.
Mhm.
That's where I was raised at before I was incarcerated. But being in this space, when I was younger, they had game rooms where we can go to after school. We right here on these corners. It gave me an escape with my friends. You don't have that now. So that's the difference from then and now. So coming up around here, I had a lot of older men and women who was in the game was telling us to stay out of games, to keep doing what we doing. But when you out here hurting and you need something to eat and ain't nobody, they tell you what they want to tell you, but they ain't trying to give you nothing to eat. Forget what you said. So I was pumping gas one day and when nobody allowed me to pump their gas. So I was so hungry. I saw this little girl coming out the store and she had a bag of food. I tried to snatch it, but she held on to it. And she dropped $3 food stamp and 75 cents. And I went in and got me 2 hot dogs, some fries, a pop, and I was playing a video game when the police came in to arrest me for strong gun robbery. And as a kid, that's when I believe my life changed when it came to the power that be. Because not one time they asked me why I did what I did. And I would just say I was hungry.
Damn.
Wow.
That's it. So when that happened, even when people wanted to help me, I refused it because if I can't trust the police, who the hell I'm gonna trust?
Yeah.
So it made me stop believing in people. So I started doing whatever I needed to do to get my food in my stomach and my brother's stomach, and I never did anything around my house. I was smart enough to know that. So it just changed the way that I lived after that. And then me pumping gas and doing all this, it was other kids just like me. And we became friends. And their struggle became my struggle. My struggle became their struggle. And that alone turned our understanding of certain words, certain actions wrong because loyalty became whatever you need, I'm here. Instead of, it ain't whatever you need, it's what we gonna do to do it the right way. If we ain't doing it the right way, we ain't doing it. So when I got not confused, but taught different things, different words to believe something different, it made me move different. When I fight somebody or hurt somebody, I feel sorry for them. My friends be like, fam, you being a sissy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So all the time, I'm thinking I'm being a sissy and I'm being weak all the time. It's empathy for somebody else.
Yeah.
But once I began to learn that, it was too late. I was in prison. I didn't know what empathy was till I was in prison.
Right.
But we teach our shorties and our youth empathy, respect, loyalty, what it really means. It would change I believe it would change the outcome of what's going on right here. Because that's what happened to me. They gave me wrong information. And that information, I saw so many of us doing it. Selling drugs. So the information to me, it was the real information because all the other stuff y'all telling me, I don't see none of this shit happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can be this. You can do this. I don't see none of this shit when I walk through the door. But I see what my homies telling me every day, getting that money, getting that. So I'm falling to what I know best to take care of my family. And that's where me not being able to really be a kid. It's a lot of stuff I ain't do as a kid. A lot. Forgive me, catch the girl, freak the girl. You know what I'm saying? My hide and seek was different. I had packs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a different game. I played hide and seek trying to hide my pack so nobody won't steal it. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a different life. And then when I got locked up playing basketball, I'm in prison with grown men, killed 90 people. And I'm acting like a kid. until somebody, man, what you doing?
Right.
But I don't know that because I never was a kid.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm thinking I'm doing what everybody else supposed to be doing on the court. You know what I'm saying? I'm just having fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't. So right now, today, people be like, man, you act like you a shorty. I don't be thinking that until somebody tell me. I'm just being me, but I'm have to realize that I'm still that 14-year-old boy that got locked up.
Mm-hmm.
So how can you not deal with that? People think because you got out of prison, you everything ain't good because you got out of prison.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Because the person you was when you went in, you that same person. That time stopped.
Yeah.
Because now I can't be a kid. I got to survive. And I'm gonna be honest. The only thing I was thinking about going to prison was dying if somebody's trying to rape me or killing somebody if somebody's trying to rape me because of stories that I have heard.
Right.
So that's the only thing on my mind. Nothing else. I don't care. Them the things on my mind. So people think coming out of prison, cool. Now I got trauma like a mug. I got starved in prison by the staff.
Damn.
They refused to give me food for 3 days. Well, my homies, them, even people I ain't know had to smash noodles, put them in a vanilla envelope, tie a string around the envelope, and tie another look. They had these look. It's for Latino. It slide on your finger. You can comb your hair. It's like it like little hard little things on it.
Yeah.
It's like a little flat thing. So you tie a piece of string on it, and then you got to be good. You got to know how to hold the line and throw it, and it's gonna swing and fall in the cell. So you got to know the length of the cell. So you'll pull it, and then you just throw it, and it bounce. If it don't get everywhere all the way, somebody in the other cell will help you get it there. But they gave me noodles. One time I was in juvenile. They didn't feed me. I took some toilet paper and some toothpaste, and I put it together, and I put it right here in my gums, and that's how I got through the day and through the night, just sucking on that, making them believe it's food. But
Wow.
people don't.
Wow.
I don't care what you have done. That's between you, God, and your victims.
Yeah.
I would never be up here justifying nobody's actions. That's not why I'm here. I'm just saying, like, what I've been through in that place, I deal with every day. Every day something remind me of that. And I still ain't been able to heal from being that 14-year-old kid. Because I'm trying to heal people, and I ain't even healed yet. But that is the reality that I have to live in right now, because this shit out here is for real. Our kids dying every day, going to prison every day, and everybody think that's cool.
Yeah.
Lock their ass up. Lock their ass up. Why ain't nobody saying, how did that kid end up being that kid?
Right.
It's always what they done. And if we keep doing that, we'll never get it done. But to answer your question, I'm still dealing with trying to heal from that kid that they locked away. And being out here right now, I still can't be that kid. You know what I'm saying? But the people I love when they come out, like I be like that with Jared. Jared be like, man, your ass too active. Sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it just, that's how I am. That's how I've been moving. I walk so fast, they like slow down. But to me, I'm on the yard, walking the yard. I got to get as many laps in as possible before they lock me up. So I just walk like I'm on a lakefront. So I'll be walking, I'll be gone. I look back, man, what you doing? What you doing? But it's just me doing the same routines that I have been doing for 29 years. I eat so fast, they be like, damn. But in prison, you got a certain amount of time to eat. They'll give you a whole Thanksgiving meal and be like, you got 7 minutes.
Damn.
So you got to or pocket it, get caught, get a ticket, go to segregation, probably get more set time. I've been locked up 5 years, 3 years, 6 months. Thanksgiving come, Christmas come. These are the best times that you have to put in your mind in prison that you're gonna get some good food. So I might want to sneak my pie back because I don't got enough time to eat it. I got to eat the food. But if I get caught and the administration know you're gonna take food back at these certain times, so they be out there ready to shake you down. So every day you surviving, you trying to survive, trying to figure it out. You don't got a chance to figure your life out unless you choose to figure your life out. But every day I deal with being spoon cake. That's my nickname when I was a kid. My grandfather gave it to me. I still be spoon cake at times. And nobody don't know my trauma would judge me like that. And that's why this platform is so important, because don't nobody know what the next person going through or been through.
That's so true.
So until we know, keep our fucking mouth shut. Get to know that person.
Facts.
Stop judging, because at the end of the day, that's why so many people is in an early grave or in prison, because we don't take the time out to say, man, why this person calling me a bitch? I ain't never did nothing to this person. That person must got something going on. Brother, sister, whatever you going on, I'm going to pray for you. Instead of attacking, we got to make positivity the new norm.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody, I saw this thing on TikTok. It was a black guy. He got rich, and so somebody asked, he said his mama called him, and she needed some place to stay. He was like, do the same thing you told me to do.
Damn.
And he was like, I had to tell her that, because even though she my mom, I can't let nobody use me and do this and do that. And my opinion on that is like, I respond to stuff. So I responded, and I was like, that's trauma talking.
Yeah.
Because I used to hate my mother. I used to hate my father. I used to write so much hate stuff about them. I wrote a whole book called Thoughts of a Broken Child, how I felt as a child. And as I'm sitting in prison, I'm like, man, I'm not who people think I am. But ain't nobody give me the opportunity to see who I am. And then I'm thinking, I'm like, my mama them fucked me up. And then I had to say, who fucked my mama up?
Yeah, definitely.
Who fucked my daddy up? They didn't born saying I'm gonna be a fucked up daddy or a messed up mom. Something happened in their life that changed the people that they are. That changed them from being a good mother, being a good father, or being the people that they became to be. So they trauma made them who they are. My trauma made me who I was at the time. And I'm asking for forgiveness, and I'm asking to see past that. How I can't see past my mama trauma and my daddy trauma. So when I let that go and start loving my mom and loving my daddy and start loving just to be loving, my father came to see me. I haven't seen my father since 1991, and this was like 2002, 2003, probably a little longer than that. So he came downstairs. I'm shocked. I'm like, what the? But I was happy. And when he came down, he's like, man, son, I'm sorry. I say, Dad, I don't even care about that. I'm just grateful you here. The past is the past. Let's go from here. Came see me 3 more times, had a stroke from the neck down. Couldn't walk, couldn't talk, couldn't do anything. My mom's in the early stages of Alzheimer's. When I came home, I went to take my father house every Friday, and on Mondays give my father a bath. I would carry him from his bed in his wheelchair, take him to the bath, put him in the bath. His wife would do the rest. I did that because at the end of the day, that's my father. I love my father. And we can't blame somebody else for having trauma when we trying to ask people to forgive us for our trauma.
Exactly.
You can't choose when you want to use it that fits you.
That's a
What
fact.
that man said, I didn't agree with. A lot of people agree with it, but I'm like, this is the cycle continue.
Yeah.
That's why we don't get nowhere, because we continue to not forgive, but at the same token, ask you to forgive me.
Yeah.
So hearing that just threw me off like, man, that's why we continue to do what we do, because we ain't taking time out to ask Mom, what happened to you? Dad, what happened to you? Big bro, what happened to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Son, what happened to you when I wasn't here? Daughter, what happened? We don't ask them questions. We just own them.
Yeah.
Why the fuck you do that? Get out of here. Do that. You know what I'm saying? It's always negative when it comes to us. I guarantee you, if you get locked up and you getting locked up, somebody in your family gonna believe you did it.
Yep.
In the door.
Right.
You done it.
Automatic judgment.
That's a fact.
And that's the sad part. We don't even know our family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can be blood and don't even know what's blood. And that's what another thing I messed up coming home to. When I was free, I was in there, I just wanted to be with family. Man, I want to do this. I want to do this. I can't wait to do this.
Yeah.
That reality wasn't reality, because everybody who say they family ain't family. Just because you blood, only thing good about blood is thicker than water is thicker than water.
Yeah.
That's it. Other than that, that's my family.
Yeah. Well, like
You
song,
my sister.
you're my brother.
And we only known each other like that. You know what I'm saying? But our relationship like this, it's because we move with purpose.
Absolutely.
You don't judge me.
No.
And you're in a position to judge. But you don't.
That's not who I am.
A position to judge. He don't.
Because the common thing with that, when you were talking about people not asking what, not what's wrong with you, but what happened to you, or when you got arrested for stealing because you were hungry and no one asked why you stole. The common thing with that is that people tend to not humanize. If we can refer to each other and think about each other on a human level, at the end of the day, just human to human, let's have a conversation. Let me try to understand what's going on. And I really found it interesting that you said that it took you going to prison to learn empathy. So you didn't learn that outside in society. And it sounds like there are things, even through all the traumatic experience of being locked up, that there were things that you were able to gain in terms of just learning and things that you were able to really incorporate into your life. So I want to go a little bit more into that. What are some things that you feel like you learned while in prison that really helped you once you got out?
That prison don't do nothing but make you worse. You don't change because you in prison. You just change because you tired.
Hell yeah.
Prison ain't make me do nothing. I just woke up one morning and said, I'm tired.
Yeah. It brings you to that point.
And till you say that, you're going to continue to do this. But prison condition you to hate each other.
Yeah. For a fact.
But the crazy part, people don't understand, it created so you can come home and release it on your community, so you can not only bring more people with you back, but take people out your community by death or whatever you're doing. That is what they doing. They do not care. They don't educate you. I was locked up 29 years and you telling me I don't need no mental health evaluation before I come home?
Man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because who you talking to? Make it make sense.
Straight up.
But that keeps the system going. It's just like it's the same thing when we talk about in the medical community with treatment versus cure. There's no money in the cure. With prison, there's no money in like real rehabilitation.
Exactly.
Let's talk about it.
Facts.
Yeah.
And that's what you're getting at.
It's so much. If I didn't change me, I would never met you all.
Mm-hmm.
And they make people believe that prison is saving the communities, that they saving us from all these bad people. But people don't understand them same people is coming back here with the same issues that they had before they left, but even more.
Yeah.
Where you think it's gonna come to? And then you say, y'all should never let them out. No, y'all didn't have no choice. The man or her did their time. They served their sentence. They served their debt to society. So they have no choice but to let them back out. But while they're there, why y'all ain't saying when he was there, why y'all ain't getting no mental health evaluation? Why y'all ain't give him no job? Why y'all ain't give him no job training? Why y'all ain't give him all these things that our tax money is supposed to be doing? Rehabilitation. The Department of Corrections shouldn't be corrections. They don't correct nothing.
Correction.
That's a fact.
They just make you more bitter.
Department of Cycles.
Yes, so it creates this. And if you're young, a lot of things don't be talked about. It's more rapes. It's more youth selling their bodies for commissary in a juvenile detention center.
Yeah.
This is what they don't talk about. They always got these things on TV about adults. I was in adult prison. I ain't never seen nobody got raped. Never seen nobody sell their body. In prison, it might happen, but I never seen it. In juvenile, they will come up to you and say, I will do this for you if you buy me some cookies off commissary. Because they a ward of the state. DCFS ain't sending no money. Their family ain't coming to see them. Don't have anybody. Now, you in prison doing this. When you come home, where you gonna release it at? People ain't seen you no money. The people ain't show you no love. This how I felt. Just imagine sitting in a cell, 15 years old, 16 years old, nobody. You in the cell. You don't get no mail. You don't get no visits. You can't get on the phone. No one on this planet Earth loves you enough to send you something just to say, hold your head up. That's a lot of stuff held on these kids.
Yeah.
And when they come home, that pain, that trauma released into the community. You like, why they do that? Why he shoot that much? Why they do this? Why they beat him that bad? Because when they doing it, everything in their life that they had wanted to get off came out. Prime example, the other day, didn't nobody want to do this. We went for kids, for the community to Menards. We went out and was doing something to save lives, and someone came and tried to disrupt our lives for no reason. Peaceful. But my brother asked me, and I'm gonna be real, he asked me like, man, that felt good, didn't you? Because every day we got to deal with stuff that we can't get off our chest.
Hell yeah.
And when I fighting that man and I got through, I was like, I felt good, but I'm like, I didn't wanna, why this got to be the outcome?
Right. Dude, provoke that shit.
Why violence always got to be the outcome when you calling us a bitch and we saying, bro, be cool, go. Why the outcome always got to be when we putting our hands on each other or hurting each other, killing each other? It don't make no sense. It don't have to become the outcome. But it's designed to become the outcome because it's out there. Everywhere you go, I can go on YouTube right now. Any platform, the first thing I'm going to see is something violent. When I go to YouTube, First person pop up is rap music with some switches on it. The images.
Yeah.
All you see. Why you think if he was a gangster rapper, this man be a millionaire? I probably would never met him. It's real talk. If he was a drill gangster rapper, he would not. I probably would never met him. But cause he do peace and love and reality, don't nobody want to hear that. So we gonna continue to be in this cycle. They always talking about this $1 million they putting up for violence prevention, all this stuff. If everybody in these violence prevention organizations here, LTOs for real, the violence will never be this much. Real talk. And that's why we pushed the way that we pushed, cause this shit got to stop. Yeah. And it starts with us. We the biggest perpetrators of our kind and anybody. We talk about the white man, we talk about the governor, but we are our worst enemy.
He definitely is.
Because we don't see the value in each other. We can't seem to come together and say, man, let's all eat. Let's all focus on this goal. Let's all when I first met him and we found out anything he do, I push. Anything I do, he push. And we don't talk about money. We don't talk about nothing. He just say, I need this. I'm gone. Vice versa. Because we know one thing for sure. If he here, I'm there. If I'm there, he there. It ain't, he might get a grant and might take mine.
Right.
These are what's keeping us apart. We
Absolutely.
Can't come together and realize if all our missions is to save our kids, if they take all the money away right now, it should still be the exact same many people in the field that it is now if we don't got no money.
That's a fact.
Yeah, you touched on something. I mean, what that is back to that healing and that trauma. That is a trauma. All of this is trauma responses. You got to heal the trauma first. That is how you resolve this. But like you said, if you're doing the work and you're not fully healed, it can look different ways. Now, sometimes it's just, you just deal with that internally and you go through it. Sometimes you bleed on other people. You may not know how to talk to somebody that you're servicing. Or you might be in that competition where it's like, no, you're trying to get some money. I'm not gonna look out. I'm a gatekeep.
Yeah. We got a lot of that shit
but
going.
It's all a trauma response. So you got to heal the trauma first.
Definitely.
If they think healing the trauma is gains, they in the wrong field because I was fucked up before I hit the streets. I was just mentally, spiritually, emotionally destroyed in my household. In reality, in some ways, the streets saved me. Because I ain't no telling what might happen if I would have stayed. I might have became a crackhead if I stayed around it. I hate seeing my mother like that, so I never be in the house. But just imagine I stayed there, I might would have been a crackhead. I might would have been an alcoholic. I might have been doing the same thing. So people need to understand when kids go into the streets, they have the right intentions. It's just sometimes the right intentions as a kid navigating the streets don't always plan out right. Because if you grown, you can navigate a little better. A kid, if someone deny you one time, it might break your whole spirit.
Yeah.
It make you want to go steal. It make you want to go do this. Because you went as a kid. A kid don't become harsh until something changes. That trauma changes.
Yeah.
And when them police did that to me and it changed, I don't give a who you is. I don't care. If you ain't repping what I'm repping, you can tell me I got shot and I got shot. I'm still not gonna believe you. Because until my homie say, nigga, you shot, I dab. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I was taught. Like you say, I was taught. I learned empathy in prison. I knew it. I just didn't know that was the name of it. I thought it was being assisted because somebody taught that. Like a kid getting whooped. You getting whooped with a belt, leather belt at the tub, and you telling me to stop crying. Stop being a sissy. Pow. Stop crying. Mama, daddy, whoever you is, you whooping me. I'm a kid. What you think
Right.
What you think I'm supposed to do? And when I start building it in, and what I did, I used to get whoopings. I ain't even cry. I used to get whooping with stitching cord, and my little brother be getting whooping. I act like I'm crying just to save him, cause if I don't, they'll keep whooping. They leave. Man, you crazy? No, I ain't crazy. I just been adapt to not feeling pain. Like right now, my hand hurts so bad, but I'm used to not feeling pain. I'm used to not showing my pain. Some people like, man, you got a mean mug. But in my head, I'm smiling.
Right.
Hell, people tell me, not, why you ain't smiling? I'm feeling good.
Right.
But
Right.
29 years of them, nigga, touch me if you gonna try me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I still deal with that. So healing, for me, being reality, until I become a billionaire where I can just wake up and be like, I don't got to do shit, but heal, I'm going to be straight. But until then, I can't. The reality of it is that people think this job, you got your shit together. Like violent prevention. No, we deal with trauma. We see trauma every day.
Every day.
And then we got to deal with our own personal trauma.
Right.
Yeah, that's a fact.
How am I healing at this point with my real life? Like that's why I work so hard. So do all this so we can be able to heal. Ain't none of us healed yet.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
We can say all we want, but ain't none of us healed. It's just some people could deal with it more than others.
Or put that mask
Some
on.
people show it more than others.
Yeah.
And me, I show it, but I don't know I'm showing it. I think I be walking around, man, why you mad? I ain't mad. What's wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong. And that what get me mad. Like, I keep telling you ain't nothing wrong with me, but my face is saying something different, but I'm not knowing. But that's what made me start listening. What you mean? For real? My bad. I thought I was smiling.
Yeah.
So I gave them the information. No, I feel so good. I'm good. Oh, thank you. So now I know.
Yeah.
And then I enlighten them. I'm honest. I've been doing this for 29 years. So if you see me like this again, let me know, because that's not my intention. It's just that I've been doing this forever.
Right.
You supposed to say, let me get a plate. I be saying, let me get a tray. Sometimes I go to the shower with my boxes on. But I've been out 6 years and I still, and people think like, you been out, you should be. No. You can't just tell somebody when they trauma stop.
Right.
Hell
Not
no.
on your timeline.
In that case, everybody be healed.
Exactly.
So,
and what they don't understand, that's a learned behavior. You had to learn a behavior for 29
Survival.
straight years.
Yeah.
and it's like I said, it's a catch-22 in there, because you have to survive.
Got to.
So they put you in situations so you can be in there forever. Prime example, they sell you a noodle. How you cook a noodle?
You need some fire, you need some water, you need some...
Ain't no hot water.
Exactly.
So why would you sell me a noodle that I had to boil water for 360 degrees or something for a certain amount of time? How do you think I'm supposed to make a noodle? I'm going to have to create something to heat hot water. So we create gadgets to make us hot water. But if you get caught with it, it's dangerous contraband, which is 6 months to a year in segregation, and a new charge if they choose to charge you, which carry 3 years cop out. So everybody just taking the 3 years cop out. So what is you telling me? You selling me all these items that I need to heat up, like they sell chili packages.
Yep.
Where you supposed to heat up. You don't got no microwave. You don't got anything.
That's insane.
Yeah.
But that's how they say dangerous contraband.
Yeah.
That thing you got caught. If I tell you dangerous contraband in prison, you probably thought I got caught with a knife or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Straight up.
I got a year in segregation for assault. And they brought this up in court. And you know why? I put my food tray into the slot and it fell. The pudding hit the floor, hit the officer shoe, and they gave me assault.
Damn.
I got proof.
Wow.
Everything the judge said, and I'm saying that's how they get us. They just put that label there. And once that label there, we have been taught these labels mean something. So it could be good or bad. So once they put that label there, assault, who you assault. But ain't nobody gonna say, man, what kind of assault?
Right. What happened?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What happened? Let me know. Ain't nobody really gonna say that unless you really care about that person. Man, what really happened?
Yeah.
What you would help the tray failed, the pudding hit the floor and splashed on the officer. He got assault.
Assault is crazy.
The only reason why I didn't get time in prison because I had life. So it wasn't no use to go take me to court.
Right.
But they kept me in segregation for a whole year
Wow.
because of that. And that is very important. Why I always say, be mindful on how you treat people who come home.
Yeah.
Because you don't, like I said, you don't know what nobody been through. You don't know what nobody seen. You don't know nothing. Everybody out here ain't old. And I tell the young men I mentor, every old person you see ain't old. Only in age. You better be grateful they retired or just fell back. Don't go around and wake up no sleeping giants and y'all see a whole different ball game. People just choose. Ain't nobody forgive up on y'all. I so didn't. But some people have a right to come home and say, man, I'm tired. I just want to enjoy the rest of my days. And I can respect that. But a lot of people don't because they feel that your freedom should be dedicated to coming out here fighting for somebody else's freedom, or which some people do. But when I decided I wanted to come home, I decided I wanted to come home because I wanted to come home. I wanted to be free. I wasn't attaching my freedom to come home to nobody. Wasn't attaching my freedom to nothing because that's why prison is so hard. We attach our freedom to things that we can't get in prison. I'm like, get on the phone. Your girlfriend, summertime in prison, all you thinking about what your girl doing. She ain't picking up that phone. You calling somebody, calling on the three-way. you doing all these things for real. You don't get no mail. You don't do this. It destroys you emotionally. But if you say, I love them, I put myself here, wherever I get, I'm cool. But if I don't, I'm cool too. I want to come home because I want to come home. Not because of my baby, my daughter, none of that. Because if you attach your freedom to anything, it's going to make your bit hard. And sometimes you ain't going to make it out of there. I know people short going home, escape because of their girl. Left them. 4 months left. Now he had 7 years. Emotions in there will destroy you unless you detach yourself in a healthy way. I can still talk to my family every day, but when that phone hang up, that phone just hang up, that conversation is over with.
Hell yeah, boy.
I ain't finna go back and reminisce like, man, what they doing? No, because I've been there going crazy. I can look at a picture and love the picture, but don't be attached enough to be hurt.
Right.
So that's a part of what I'm trying to do now with a program I created called Credible Messages, going into the juvenile detention centers with kids who have been sentenced to adult time and have to go to prison, how to transition from juvenile to adult, and then teach their family for a year how to communicate with them the right way. Teach them how to, the legal mail, what's the difference between legal mail, regular mail, and keep that communication going on with their family. Because a lot of times people think it's all about money. It ain't about no money. My grandma ain't send me no money all the time. She sent me a card. She didn't know how to read or write, but she said, I love you, baby. And that made my day.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. So that is my mission, is to keep that connection. Because me being a kid in there went years without getting a visit from my family, getting mail from my family, I know how it affected me. Not because they weren't able to do it, they didn't know how to do it. How someone love a kid in prison when they never loved the kid in prison?
Mm.
So my grandma was going through what she was going through, trying to figure out how to fuck my grandson in prison for life. How can I be there for him? Am I there for him enough? You know what I'm saying? So that become a strain on them as well. So when we attach ourselves the right way, we can love them, support them. They can love and support us, but my bit be more than stressful.
So you started out talking about you had a life sentence. Yet you are here, thankfully, here sitting with us on this podcast, telling your story. So can you talk about what happened to lead to you actually being released?
I believe in 2011 or 12, the United States Supreme Court ruled that it was unconstitutional to give a juvenile mandatory life. Not meaning you can't get life. It's just discretionary. When I got locked up, if you get found guilty for 2 murders, it's automatic life. The judge don't have no discretion. Even though if the judge wanted to do something, it was out of his power. So it took that long for them to see that it was unconstitutional. So in 2020, I think 2013, I got a letter in the mail saying that I got a resentencing hearing. That I've been rewarded a resentencing hearing. That means that my sentence was vacated. That I no longer had life.
Wow.
So they transferred me from Stateville to the Cook County Jail. They didn't let me go. I just went to Cook County Jail until I get retried. So I went back to court in 2015 in front of Judge Patricia Song. No, what's her name? No, it's good to forget the devil name. Angela Patron.
Oh.
She state's attorney all the way. She don't care what evidence you got. She send you back. So we had our hearing. She resentenced me to life.
Yeah. Wow.
Even though the United States Supreme Court
Wow.
said that you had to look at my background, how did I end up in the situation?
Yep.
She didn't do none of that. Everything the state's attorney said, they believed. So she resentenced me to life. I appealed it in the appellate courts. The appellate courts gave me a choice to go back in front of her and do all that over again, or just take a cop out for 60 years. At the time, I had 27 years and some months in. I copped out. So I took the 60 years, and that made my out date 2 years and some months. So once I took that, I signed a paper. They sent it in front of Judge Patron to sign off on it. She refused to sign it.
Wow.
And then when she signed it at 100%. So my theory is she wanted me to do something to show that I'm still that person. So when I'm waiting for this paper to come through my mail. It's these little yellow calculation sheets.
Yeah,
Calculation sheets they send you to let you know how much time you got. So I'm waiting for it because I never had an out date. So they slid it through my door. I'm so happy. I'm telling my celly, like, man, look, man, I'm finna get up out of here, bro. It said out date 2045.
Oh my.
100%. I started kicking on that door. Police come. The only reason why they didn't write me up because I don't give them no problem. They're like, man, I said, man, look, bro, the counselors came and said, we can't do nothing about that. Only the judge could do that. My lawyer had to go through so much stuff. The lady still ain't signed off on it. The chief judge had to sign off on it to let me get the time.
Wow.
So that's how I was released from I was resentenced due to the fact the case is called Leon versus Alabama. Leon Miller versus Alabama. So he won at a state level, went to the feds, and then he won in the feds, then it retroactive throughout the state. But the state's attorney in Illinois was filing to say that it was not retroactive. But the Illinois Supreme Court ruled in my favor that it was. So now my case is one of the cases people use to come home with.
Wow.
That is crazy.
That is.
I can just imagine the anger and the pain that you felt inside with that judge.
Honestly, I already knew. I told my judge, I told my lawyers them, I say, I ain't going home. They like, why you say that? I say, I do research on my judges, my prosecutors, anybody who like they do research on us, I do the same thing. So I found out Patron used to be a state's attorney, that she have forced people to false confessions.
Damn.
Wow.
She has a terrible record. I don't know if y'all remember, if I'm not mistaken, it was 2 little boys was arrested for murder, for raping, and stealing this little girl a bike. It wasn't them. She charged them and did all that. Had the person who did it, she let go first time. So
Wow.
this is what we dealing with. So when Kim Fox got in office, she told my lawyers, if I win, I promise you I'm looking to his case. So she signed off on my appeal. When she won, she got in office, and at the time I filed, it was Anita Alvarez, I believe. And then when Kim Fox got in, she went back and was like, and then I came home. She invited me to an event and talked about me and everything. I was shocked, but it just shows you that no matter what you start at, it's up to you to determine what your finish line look like. So I'm just grateful that the United States Supreme Court saw a kid. It's not a law, a bill, conviction. They saw a kid. They asked the question, how did this kid even get here? And that's what opened the door for me to be right here with you all today.
That is profound.
That's touching. I ain't gonna lie. So when they said, all right, man, get your shit, get ready, you finna get up out of there. How that make you feel, man?
The first time I was on a yard and the officer came to the gate. We was standing by the gate. When you're on the yard, sometimes you stand by the gate to watch people go to chow. So the officer like, man, y'all know a Davis? I say, what's the first name? He said, Adolfo. I said, I'm right here. He said, man, stop playing. I said, it is. Here go my ID. He's like, man, you going home. I say, what you talking about, Willie? I say, man, stop playing with me.
Right.
So he showed me the paper. I say, he said, you need to go back. I don't need to go back nowhere. I'm ready to go.
Right.
So
Right.
they never released me, though. They just released me from IDOC custody, and then I was arrested. I was picked up by the Cook County Sheriff in prison to take me to the county jail. Where I got resentenced. Well, I had my whole resentencing, but hearing that, you going home, I thought I would never hear that, but just hearing it at that moment, it felt good. But when I actually came home, I had to take a math test to pass. Now this how God worked. I been got my GED, high school diploma, but when I got transferred to this prison, they said I didn't have my GED. I don't got my GED because you get time taken off your sentence if you pass the test. So at this time, I had 2 years left. I went Wednesday, did my math test, flunked it, back. Normally when you do it, you got to wait a whole year. But the administration really wanted me to go home, so they gave me another shot. So I went back that Thursday, flunked. So when I went back to the unit, I called everybody. I said, I quit. I'm just going to do my 2 years. I'm done taking tests. But I was taking a test anyway. I just wanted to get the pressure off.
Yeah.
So I went back Friday. They gave me a test. Killed it like that.
Wow.
They didn't even finish it. They was like, you passed.
Get out of here.
I swear to God.
Just go right
You
now.
passed. I say, what? He said, man, I'm finna go put this in. You going home.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
Wow.
So I went back to the union. They called me like, man, you can't go home today because it was too late. But you going home Monday. Boom. 3 o'clock come, lockdown. COVID.
I was just finna say that's when
I
the
came
COVID.
home.
What?
Wow.
March the 23rd, 2020, the day COVID shut down the city of Chicago.
Wow. Yes.
If I wouldn't pass my test, I would have did them 2 years because all school was over with because of COVID. Prison was locked down until COVID was over with. Wasn't no school, wasn't no programming, nothing. So I would have been stuck there for 2 years in segregation because lockdown is segregation. It's just the whole prison on lockdown. They still bring your food to your cell. They still do the same thing. But if I would never passed that math test, I would have did 2 more years in prison. But due to the fact I did, they said, you going home? That was the longest 2 days of my life. I ain't sleep at all. I gave out everything too soon.
Yeah, because when you go home, it be a lot of people that want your commissary.
Oh,
you
yeah,
got clothes,
yeah.
all type of
Yeah.
stuff.
I had to go back. Let me get them boxes. Bro.
Right?
But it was, everybody was happy for me.
Yeah.
It was so, people don't even know me, but know my story. We're so happy. Like, bro, I'm so happy you going home, bro.
Yeah.
You deserve to go home. Like, out here now. Man, I didn't know you was, people be contacting me like so happy, like, man, I didn't even know you was out, bro. I was just thinking about you. And some say, look them up. And I looked you up and found out you was home, man. I'm so happy for you, bro. You deserve it. You know, so just to have it and have people walk up to me now. One guy's like, man, you don't even remember me, but I'm going to remind you. You was in the county jail coming back for your resentencing hearing. And I was on the new. And, bro, you looked out for me. You gave me a 3-way. Made sure you went to commissary. You looked out for me, man. You ain't never asked me for nothing, bro. But I appreciate that, man. I'm glad to see you home, man. And gave me a real hug. But it's just show like, man, people in them places is still people.
Yeah.
One bad decision, one bad choice don't determine who you are for the rest of your life. And we have to start realizing that, like, one bad decision don't give you the right to condemn a child for the rest of his life.
That's a fact.
Or it don't make no sense. The system is the Constitution in Illinois states that you don't sentence you got to sentence people to be rehabilitated, to be able to come home. If I sentence you to life, you going against your own law because when I ever come home.
Yeah.
So the same law in Illinois is going against each other.
Right.
It don't make, but it's still law, and that's what's catching us. Like it could be plain this day, and you still don't do nothing about it until it catch your people.
Yeah.
And then you want to change. But long as it's doing this to us, they don't care. It's plain and simple. You have to sentence individuals for rehabilitation to be able to return to society. This is in the Constitution. But if you sentence me to life, 90 years, 70 years, at 100%, 85%, he don't got life, he got 50 years. I'm 25 years old and you give me 50 years at 100%. How many black men you know live that long in prison? Eating summer sausages, noodles,
Tunas, chilies.
all foods, you know what I'm saying,
Processed.
processed and soiled.
Yeah,
Now,
soil.
Illinois, on every meal, it had to have soil in it. And it's killing people. It's causing cancer. It's causing all types of stuff. So they say that you only can catch cancer if you if you drink the water for a long period of time. But I got life. How long
Like
I'm gonna be
that's-
drinking this water?
And like that's okay.
Right. Like that's cool.
But that's the way that they able to get away with it because you are given a reason. Oh, he might not be. You need 10 years to catch cancer drinking this water. So we're gonna transform him in 9 years. But how could you tell everybody's body is not built the
Right.
same?
You can't
Everybody's
predict
immune
that.
system ain't built the same. It's guys wake up knots on their neck, on their head because of the water and the conditions. This is not funny, but at the time it was all I hear was now I'm on the top bunk, so I roll over and I look down. It's a mice and a bird fighting over some Rice Krispies that fell off my chuck hole because they pass out breakfast in the morning. They just sticking in your chuck hole. So the birds will come and fly on your bars if you don't wake up and get your food, knock your stuff on the floor, eat it. So when it fall, the mice come out now. So now they out there fighting, but it's feces. You could be eating in the chow hall, a bird will fly straight over and drop feces in your food, and they won't even give you a new tray. And it caused problems. I'm gonna fight if that's my last meal, man. It's proof I ain't playing. Here you go. It's so bad. It's just the conditions cause issues within the prisons, among other issues. But one of the main issues is the conditions. Like you can't take a shower because the water cold.
freezing.
You can't really wash your clothes because you got to wash your clothes with everybody in the prison. They're gonna put all your clothes in the same thing. Then you get it back. You don't know what this person is doing with his clothes. Why would you wash? You know what I'm saying? But that's you there. So you have people that have HIV, things that they have in child hall. They found one time where they found the inmate putting feces in the food.
Damn.
But he was getting into the staff. But if I'm mad at you and I'm working in the kitchen, I'm able to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Then the staff don't want to give you your food. If you let's say you have a right to eat. Period. But sometimes you might can't catch the child line because you might be on the phone, you might be using the washroom, whatever it might be, it stop you from catching the line. It's mandatory that they're supposed to bring you a tray in regardless. They got to write you up, whatever they got to do, but they got to feed you. They won't feed you. And then you start kicking on the door, you start doing this extra stuff. Now you got a ticket. It's no more longer about the food. It's about kicking on the door. The food issue is gone. So this is how they continue to trap you in them places and kill you. I worked in personal property for a year. 70 people died. Probably more than that. I happened to find a book. So when you die, you got to come to personal property. You got to put your property up, send it to your family and stuff like that. I used to have to send out letters to the families on my own because they would never send them out. I knew some guy died. His family ain't know he died until we called them and told them about a month later.
Wow. That's crazy.
But this is what they do, and all this stuff adds up. The conditions, the mold, the excessive time they give you, segregation, not getting no visits, all this stuff adds up, and we get the end of it because they coming back here. And then the city of Chicago, like, y'all too violent. Y'all, why he do that? Because we ain't take the time out to help. All we do is complain. And I'm just being honest. Black people complain too fucking much instead of taking one foot and putting it in front of the other.
On the real.
Instead of moving, you complaining. All the time you take complaining, you could be changing shit.
On the real.
But I would rather sit here and complain. Complain. I ain't changing nothing in my life. Ain't changing nothing. I'm just complaining. But you ain't doing nothing. Complaining, it's like they say, faith without works ain't nothing. You want some change? Put that feet in front of the other one. And you will get it. And if you need me on the side, once you take a step, I'll take a step with you.
On the real.
But I ain't finna take them for you.
Right.
And that's why I believe where we at now, we want people to make a step for us because we always crying the government. They could have did this for the migrants. And I'm like, I love the migrants. I ain't even gonna lie. Because I think smart. Yeah. I don't think out of emotions all the time. I'm an emotion guy, but I use common sense. What they do to us? Why we was mad? Because the man told us to be mad. Ain't no black person. Guarantee you somebody said, a white person say, they getting them all that money, y'all ain't got nothing. Y'all been here all this time. All the time, it's about a vote. Yeah. Politics.
Yeah.
If the migrants would have stayed here and we would have accepted them, that's just more votes. On our side. Now you don't got them. It was millions. It was a lot of people.
It was.
That would have changed a lot. And they was here trying to become. They weren't here messing up. You had, that's anybody. But the ones that was here going through everything, you ain't need to get them out of here. Put them through the process. The right way. We ain't gonna take y'all nowhere. Y'all just hold up right here. If y'all want to really be over here, we just gonna hold y'all in this safe space until y'all go through the process. And when y'all go through the process, we gonna just let y'all do what y'all do. They ain't want them votes. It's all about a vote. Them 1 million votes. Yeah. Blacks, Latino, the migrants. Who gonna get the votes? Us.
Yeah.
So we looking at, they making them believe like they taking y'all money, they getting them all this stuff. And I'm saying, they ass ain't here now, y'all still broke. Y'all still don't got no job. Y'all still ain't trying to go get a job. So what difference did it make? You just had a reason to make your situation feel good. Yeah. You made a reason, an excuse for yourself to not have shit. Oh, reason why I don't got shit. Them niggas, they get them all the money. Now it's gone. You got to face your reality. You in the same predicament you was in before they came and after they came. Yeah. They didn't have no say so how you get money to come up, to go get your education. You choose not to do it because you so settled on the government. I want to check every month. And that's what hurt me. I ain't even gonna laugh. I went to prison for 29 years and you telling me y'all still on welfare? What the hell changed in my family? Y'all still thinking the same, and that's why I love my family from a distance, because I can't put myself in a situation where you take my life. And then you're gonna be like, I told y'all he wasn't gonna make it. It wasn't, man, we should have just let him do them. We should have encouraged him. It's always gonna be on me why I fucked up. So if it's gonna be on me where I fuck up, it's gonna be on me where I don't fuck up and keep y'all away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Cause once I fall, y'all gonna
Yep.
crying in public, clapping them behind your back. You know what I'm saying? So I understand now that healing gonna have to be only come from me.
Absolutely.
I can't depend on nobody else to help me heal but me. And that's my message. Like, stop trying to seek stuff from people that you know don't mean you no good.
Yeah.
And every so-called OG ain't the wisest OG. A lot of them, they ain't make it out because they was doing the right thing. They made it out of luck. And they make you believe that they made it out until they come around somebody like, no, I was there with that.
Yeah.
He ain't what he you know what I'm saying? But if I don't be around you, like I'm from out south and you got people out west and you from out west, you out south, I know some people out west that ain't who they say they would, but they ain't in my space. So I can't put them out on front. But the people in your space should. But that's how it is. People get in these spaces to do this, the vibe.
Yeah.
Keep the money going. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like I always say, if you got both foot in, the violence in Chicago be down like a mug.
Definitely would. 100%.
Yeah.
Cause everybody I mentor, we had like personally, we had like over 100.
Hell yeah, for sure.
I can honestly say 3 of them got locked back up.
Yeah.
None what we did got them in college, did everything they had to come back to the same space, and the system don't understand. Cause we changed, the block ain't changed.
Exactly.
He say this all the time, bro. I changed, but it's certain places I won't go because I understand the history between my block and that block. I can go over there, but why would I go over there? It's gonna be like I'm throwing it in their face.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna respect them, and that's what we need to learn like that. If I'm going in your space, I got to respect your space. And respecting your space meaning I'm not in it, let me get out of it. And the people that see you in that from that space, they're gonna be like, I respect that. He came over here, but he didn't out of respect. And that's why he able to do, from my observation, able to move the way he moved because he give everybody their respect. If you don't give nobody no respect, this is what's gonna happen. Through the system, no respect. Through the streets, no respect. Our families, no respect. And this where you come disrespect. And we end up in prison, homeless, on the run. I can go down the line, but it's all negative. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I do what I do every day. I refuse to become another victim. And I refuse to sacrifice our kids.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you got 1 foot in and 1 foot out, you sacrificing the shorties.
Definitely is.
Period. Ain't no, you sacrificing them for your own good.
Yeah.
So how we come at you, you deserve it. Because at the end of the day, I live and die for this. I live and die for my people. I love all people, but you can be mad at me if I want. I love my people, especially my shorties. I don't want them to die in the street or die in prison. I know too many kids that hung themselves in prison, got killed in prison, got raped in prison. But don't nobody tell them stories. Don't nobody know their trauma. And 9 times, a real man ain't gonna tell you got raped.
Yeah.
Let me take that back. A real man will, because he will be cool with who he are. But a man that ain't there yet ain't gonna tell you that. But he gonna take that shit out on everything in his way. And you gonna be one like, this nigga that. But you don't know he's been through a lot. She been through a lot. So this, I had to always say this, man. This podcast is the key to unlocking the so-called mystery everybody can't see, but certain people.
Yeah.
It's what's going on with our kids, and the only thing you have to do is just close the fucking mouth and listen.
That's it.
Absolutely.
And you will be able to help them heal, and they can help you heal.
Well, first of all, thanks, brother. I received that.
Yes, thank you.
But it just shows the authenticity of the work. When Adolfo first, we've been knowing each other 4 years now. When he first came, I was like, he from where you from? I'm from, where I'm from. And I'm like, bro, for real, if you ain't gonna do the work, or you ain't gonna be here for these shawties, or you know what I'm saying, dude, then you can go on back on, I say get the fuck on, but he understood, you feel me? Like, and there wasn't nothing against him or nothing like that, but it's like the passion for the work.
Yeah, he saw the love that you had for the community.
When I
for
tell
the young
you,
people.
bro, like, people be mad when they see me and him together, showing up. Because there's people that live in the hundreds. He got more LTO, I hate that word, but LTO, he got more than them. And they from that hood, you feel me? So it's definitely there. What I want to say is, man, let the people know what you doing now, man. What you got going on?
Well, first, I got this event coming May the 2nd. It's called Conversations with Credible Messengers.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a panel of credible messengers like someone like you, Chicago police officer Sydney.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get someone from each angle.
Yeah.
Instead of just one police, one kid. That ain't the problem. We need the whole community. So I'm trying to get elder sit on the panel, and I'm gonna have the youth to lead it. So they're gonna control it. They're gonna do everything, and we just gonna dialogue about real issues, what we really going through today. Like we talk about today, like what is our kids really going through, and only way we gonna know that is talking about it and listening.
Yes.
So my main thing is to have a panel where we listen more than we talk. So it's going to be a discussion on things like that. What's the relationship between the police and the youth and the elders? Trying to go so we can get a direct understanding instead of assuming what it is. Ask the question. You have a young man right here, a young lady right here, you got an elder right here, you got the police right here, you got a psychologist right here. We got everybody we need in this room to get to some of the issues. So what is it? Why do you feel this way about so-and-so, so-and-so? And then we get an answer. Yeah. And then we take that and we do something with it. Instead of always asking, what's the problem? But we never had nothing.
A solution.
Yeah, we never do. So that's one of the main things I have coming up. But stay tuned. I have a lot of things coming up. I'm dropping music. I'm not a rapper or a singer, but I am creative. Definitely. So I just found creative ways to get my message out to the youth.
Nice.
And I'm just trying to leave my mark wherever I can go, like my old creative writing teachers. This might shock y'all, but my creative writer teacher and creative art teachers was Dr. Burroughs.
Oh.
She's the founder of the museum, the Black Usaba Museum.
Yeah.
And she used to come to prison for years teaching us. So rest in peace. She say, the number one thing is what type of legacy you leave behind. So every move I make now is about my legacy. That's how I'm going to live forever.
That's a fact.
Yes.
And something good. Not nothing, not the little badass little boy, but Mr. Adolfo Davis. So that's my mission, is to leave a legacy behind that's going to continue to grow and change lives and transform systems and turn into something that's productive.
Love it. And a lot of the work you're doing is under your under your organization, and I love the name. So can you talk a little bit about the work of your organization?
Well, Saving Our Urban Leaders, we do community outreach, but one thing we good at is unity. Like podcasts, ex-offenders, United Coalition for Ex-Offenders, to defend if necessary. All these things is partnership. The stores all throughout this community, anytime we need something, they give it to us. They donate it. It's about community. So Saving Our Urban Leaders is about bringing the community together, bringing us together for a greater cause. Because everybody a leader. I'm just not talking about the shorties. I'm talking about you can be 50 years old and you still a leader.
That's
And
a fact.
one of the main things I'm going to end with is this. I love my Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, but I'm going to be real with you. My hero today is Gerald G. the Mentor. My hero today is Tina Sanders. My hero today is people that's out here every day putting in the work. I appreciate that, what they done. Can't change it. But we got to honor our heroes that's right here making a difference now. You can take what you learned from the past, but if you can believe it's gonna change what's going on now, it's not. You can just add on to what you got, but you need today's knowledge to deal with today's issues with these youth. So that's why I appreciate G. I appreciate you too. You're a leader. You work for the city. You out here every week at the meetings, pushing peace, pushing love, pushing unity. So that's what Saving Our Urban Leaders is about, is trying to bring the community together to understand that we have one goal, and that's to rebuild and reheal our community the right way. And anybody with it, sorry to say, like state property, get down, lay down.
You heard what he said. You heard what he said.
Get down, lay down. Man, dog, you can't forget the trust class, the IDJJ.
That's the second.
Yo, book.
I can't give him everything at once.
I ain't bet.
So I can't give him everything at once.
All right, say less. Steph, you got any type of little messages you want to throw out there?
Man, this was an amazing conversation, and I feel like it was, for those who were listening, very activating. I just want to thank you again for just being on the show, for sharing your story. I mean, your story is really a testament to when things just seem hopeless or insurmountable, that there is hope. It is possible to just come on the other side and continue to grow and expand and learn. And I just want to leave folks with, if you are in a situation where you don't see a way out, or it's really dire, or you're just not really sure how to get to the other side of things that are that bring your soul joy, just know and understand that it is possible. There are resources. There are people who want to see you win. And so if you're around people that don't want to see you win, or have expectations, wanting you to fail because they may think that that's what you do, you have to move around those people, and just understand and know that you just find your tribe, find your people, find your team, and there's definitely hope and just a life of joy on the other side. So just want to give that message to folks. And Adolfo, I know that you're pouring that into young people every single day. And again, just thank you so much for imparting all of your wisdom and your story with us.
Appreciate you all too. Free the guys.
so with that, man, what you think you become,
what you feel you attract,
and what you imagine you create. And we out.
You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I've been through. Nope. You don't know what I've been through.